Hi lovely people, welcome to another video on audiobook summary. Today we are going to bring you a summary of a special book. This book is special because of its rich history and background research. Before we get into the summary of the Law of Success in 16 lessons, let's have a look at the book's author, Napoleon Hill. Oliver Napoleon Hill was a self-help author from the United States. Most of us know him as an author of Think and Grow Rich. His self-help book, Think and Grow Rich, is one of the top 10 best-selling books of all time. The majority of Napoleon's writing were marketed as success concept. After 26 years of research, which included interviews with over 500 self-made millionaires, the foundation for his massive collection was laid. Among the masterminds Napoleon examined were Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, Theodore Roosevelt, and Alexander Graham Bell. He collated his expertise, put it all together, and made it available to the world. His book, The Law of Success, is an easy read. He wrote a book that high school student can use to learn from. By reading it, it is evident that the book is written by a self-development expert who employs timeless knowledge to show us how to achieve our goals. Introduction lesson: Mastermind. The author lays the groundwork for the rest of the Law of Success chapters in this introductory chapter, describing and illustrating the concept of the mastermind. The mastermind, writes Hill, is a newly discovered law of psychology, which is the very foundation stone of all outstanding personal achievements. In simple terms, a mastermind is a mind that is developed through harmonious cooperation of two or more people who ally themselves for the purpose of accomplishing any given task. Here, the author asks us to form an alliance of like-minded people. Now, during this whole mastermind research, Hill discovered that Henry Ford, Harvey Firestone, and Thomas Edison, who were quite popular figures at their time, they created their own formal mastermind alliance. They found a strategic advantage in meeting regularly to discuss their business concept and brainstorm new ideas for recreating the marketplace. Now, we move on to the next lesson, lesson number 1 from this book. Lesson 1, a definite chief aim. Napoleon Hill initially defines success in this lesson, and it is from that definition of success that the concept of a specific principal purpose emerges. Hill worked hard in the first lesson to convey the concept of the mastermind, demonstrating that it was via the power generated by those group of like-minded individuals that they were able to accomplish incredible achievements. Building on the mastermind, Hill now uses historical examples to explain the mastermind's direction, such as Andrew Carnegie, aligning his crew with the goal of constructing the largest steel corporation man has ever known. Lesson 2, self-confidence. This lesson will teach you the difference between egotism and actual self-confidence, as well as the 6 primary fears that every individual is cursed with: the fear of poverty, the fear of ill health, the fear of old age, the fear of criticism, the fear of losing someone, and the fear of death. Lesson 3, habit of saving. This lesson explains how to divide your income systematically so that a set percentage of it gets consistently accumulated. According to the author, no one can thrive in life without saving money. There is no exception to this rule, and no one can avoid it. Lesson 4, initiative and leadership. The author explains how to become a leader in your chosen field in this lesson. This lesson will develop in you a leadership instinct that will gradually propel you to the top of your comprehension in the field in which you participate. Lesson 5, imagination. This lesson will stimulate your thought so that you may come up with fresh ideas and design new strategies that will help you achieve your specific main goal. It will also show you how to build new houses out of old stones. Lesson 6, enthusiasm. This lesson will help you to connect with everyone you meet by making their interest in you and your ideas. According to the author, enthusiasm is a part of an attractive personality, and having this type of personality is necessary in order to persuade others to work with you. Lesson 7, self-control. This lesson explains how to be master of your own fate and captain of your own spirit. Self-control is like a balance wheel in which you will regulate your enthusiasm and move it in the direction where you wish it to be transporting you. Lesson 8, habit of doing more than paid for. This is one of the important lessons in the Law of Success course. It will teach you how to take advantage of the law of increasing returns, which will eventually ensure your monetary returns far out of proportion to the service you provide. According to the author, no one can be a true leader of life unless they practice the habit of doing more and better work than that for which they were hired. Lesson 9. Pleasing personality. According to the author, a charming personality is a foothold on which the crowbar of your effort must be set, and when it is placed with intelligence, it will enable you to clear mountains of obstacles. People who are attractive are easier to cope with. Companies implement dress codes and other restrictions to make their employees more approachable to customers. A beautiful individual understands how to entice others into his orbit. Charm and a compelling personality are weapons that can be used to disarm potential clients, allowing them to trust you and give you their business. A well-kept appearance can make a significant difference. Nobody likes dealing with someone who is rude and uncourteous. Any business barrier may be broken through with a keen wit and lethal charm. To make achievement much easier to understand, cultivate the professional approach of a successful person. Lesson 10. Accurate thinking. According to the author, this is one of the most crucial primary principles of all long-term success. In this lesson, we will learn how to distinguish facts from information and how to organize known facts into two categories, that is, important and unimportant. Lesson 11. Concentration. This lesson focuses on how to focus your full attention on one subject at a time until you have devised a strategy for mastering it. You can accomplish achievement faster when you have laser beam focus, since your focus are oriented solely toward one goal. This early in the game, don't diversify. If you don't have a clear plan, your activities will be all over the place and you may end up spreading yourself too thin. Set your sight on a goal and begin going. Success leaves a trail. It's your responsibility to continue looking for those footprints until you reach your goal. Lesson 12. Cooperation. This lesson focuses on the importance of teamwork in whatever you do, how to use the law of mastermind, and how to coordinate your efforts with others. Create your own mastermind, group of success-oriented people who will motivate you to pursue success persistently. Determine what you can offer you have in exchange for their help ahead of time. On the lonely path to the top, it's sometimes helpful to have company, but be selective about who you bring with you. Your squad should reflect your desire, determination, and perseverance. Leave your half-hearted pals behind. Support your success hunting team in the same way they support you, by sharing the best practices unless you have perfected your action plan. Coordinate your action. Feed off each other's energy to stay motivated every day. Lesson 13. Profiting by failure. This lesson will teach us how to go forward from all of your past and future mistakes, how to create stepping stones from all your past and future failures, and the difference between failure and temporary defeats. Lesson 14. Tolerance. This lesson will teach us how to avoid the disastrous effect of racial and religious prejudices, which means that the people poisoned their minds with foolish arguments about these subjects, which became the major reason for their failure. The author claims that no one can become an accurate thinker without practicing tolerance, and that intolerance closes the book of knowledge, and that tolerance should never be allowed to close the book of knowledge. Lesson 15. Golden Rule. This lesson will teach us how to apply the great universal law of human conduct in such a way that you can easily obtain harmonious cooperation from any individual or group of people. According to the author, millions of people fail due to lack of understanding of the law upon which the golden rule of philosophies is based. Now, in this part of the video, I share what I think about this book. This book is really helpful if you want to implement the concept of achievement. The author has provided attractive and realistic life success suggestions. There are a plethora of inspirational quotes that can help you improve your thoughts and behavior. The writer has the ability to float through the mind of the readers, and everybody who began reading is eager to finish this book and learn the secret of success. The book is quite lengthy in its approach, but because of its detailing, it becomes so lengthy. This is really informative and a book that deserves a place in a bookshelf. So my rating is 4 out of 5. The reason I have given 4 because of the immense research and immense detailing and the quotes used in this book. The reason why I deducted 1 point because of its lengthiness. For the beginner who are really starting to read the self-help book, for them this is a bit lengthy. My final verdict, 4 out of